I'm proud to co-sponsor the Enhanced Background Checks Act, H.R. 1112, and I'm also proud today to present an amendment that will make sure we can track and learn from the good that this bill will accomplish once it becomes law. In 2017, 39,773 Americans died from gun violence. This is a public health epidemic. Under current law, if a background check is not completed within 3 business days, a federally licensed firearms dealer may move forward with a firearms transfer or sale. The devastating reality is that many horrific acts of gun violence, including the massacre at the Emmanuel African Methodist Church in Charleston, South Carolina, which ended 9 lives and left several people wounded, could have been avoided. Today, we will vote to close the loophole that allowed for that tragedy. By closing what has become known as the Charleston loophole, the Enhanced Background Checks Act will provide the background check system with additional time to make a final determination on a potential firearms purchaser before a licensed dealer can transfer a gun. We have an obligation to the American people and to the victims of the shooter at the AME Church to pass the bill before us today, and I'm proud to be part of this effort to protect our communities from gun violence. My amendment to H.R. 1112 will require the Government Accountability Office to submit a report to Congress 1 year, 3 years, and 5 years following the implementation of this law. These reports will analyze the extent to which the changes made by this law will prevent firearms from being transferred to prohibited persons. I'm proud that this amendment has broad support from all stakeholders that have been involved in making this bill a reality. We must strive for effective, evidence-based policies that promote public health and protect our communities. My amendment will cost us nothing, but it will help build the evidence base around the effectiveness of good gun violence prevention policies like this one. This amendment is all the more important given the regrettable lack of federal funding for gun violence research. My amendment will finally help us demonstrate with data that gun violence prevention measures like the one before us today will prevent firearms from ending up in the hands of people who should not have them. I came to Washington because the people of southern Macomb and southeastern Oakland counties sent me here on a mission, and that mission includes protecting our communities from senseless gun violence. I stand today in solidarity with the courageous people of Michigan's 9th Congressional District's Moms Demand Action and Students Demand Action. We have a responsibility as members of Congress and as human beings, not just to talk about the horrors of gun violence, but to do everything in our powers to end it. Today, we will take a critically necessary step to do just that. I'd like to thank Congressman Jim Clyburn, Peter King, and Joe Cunningham for their leadership to ensure that we close the Charleston loophole. I urge my colleagues to support H.R. 1112 and to support this amendment. I yield 1 minute to the chairman.